Water signs, welcome to my channel. I go by the name of Fiery Moon, and I'm just here to do a quick little check-in for the water signs of Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces from now until the end of Cancer season. Just to see what's going on for us. Being that we did just have an energy shift with Mercury going direct, and this new Mars is in Aries as well as Chiron, so we're just checking the energy. I do have the cards laid out already as far as the reading goes. I am using today the Chakra Wisdom Oracle deck, and for advice I will be using the Moonology deck. Also, I just want to say that, time and energy is fluid. So although, it's from now until the end of Cancer season, this could be, something that you've went through already, what you're currently going through, or what may be to come for you. So I did a Celtic spread just to, keep it short and sweet. And I also already pre-pulled the cards just to keep the video kind of short versus pulling them live on camera. But the advice will be pulled live on video. So I guess we can just jump right in. The overall energy. Also, let me just say I do have Pandora playing in the background as I am clairaudient. So I like to have music on just to, help with additional messages that may come through for whoever may need them. Anything else? Oh, also I will say happy birthday to all of the Cancers out there. I am a Cancer myself, so birthday's coming up. So just want to say happy birthday to all of the Cancers. So let's jump right in. We have, for the overall energy for this spread, we have acceptance. So just starting off with that, you may be in a situation, could be in regards to love, career, family, place it where it resonates for you. But you could just be needing to currently, honestly, just accept the situation that you're in right now. And maybe, something hard to do. You may just, not be feeling what you're going through, but you're, at this time. But, you can only control what you can control. You may be in denial about something. But basically, with this being the overall energy is like showing and stating that, you need to step in the energy of acceptance. Everything happens for a reason, and whether you know why or not, just accept it. Without acceptance, you could honestly be met with resistance in whatever situation you're facing, by being in denial or not wanting to face what you're going through. But just know that there's a reason for everything, and everything happens according to, a divine plan. So moving on to this, the situation, we have gratitude, which is showing that, you need to, just express. You may need to express, or, be grateful for the experience that you're going through right now. It could be a tough experience. No one is saying that you should be, grateful for, things that are going on a societal level. But, as far as what is going on a societal level, we, the world, was brought to a pause. So with that being the case, obviously there's a higher power working. And, we all need to be grateful for the experience that we're going through right now. Some of us are getting to you know, learn things about ourselves, spend more time with people that we love and care about, you know, show our kids, you know, things that, you know, we maybe prior didn't have time to show them due to schedules or, you know, what have you. But ultimately, it's just showing, telling us to be grateful for, you know, what we do have right now. What's crossed in the situation is trickery. And although, you know, trickery, you know, I refer it to the Seven of Swords in the traditional tarot. You know, it could be some, you know, something going on behind the scenes that we're not aware about. Whether that be, you know, something deceptive, some self-serving energy. You could also be, you know, self-sabotaging yourself in a situation. But, you know, it is what is blocking us right now. Although we may not know what it is, you know, there could be some trickery at play. You could be feeling, you know, a sense of betrayal, a sense of, you know, someone may, you know, you or someone could be playing games, you know, whatever fits for you, you know, something just could not be fair in whatever situation that you're in. And it could be causing some blocks, but, you know, we won't know. You know, only you know what it is for you. So what we see is prayer, which could, you know, you could be, you know, praying for a better situation. You could, you know, be needing to pray. You could be just truly stepping out and walking on faith, you know, but, or, you know, you could be praying, you know, just for better days right now. That is what we see, you know, with the world as a whole. You know, we may all just be needing to pray and establish a deeper relationship with, you know, whatever higher power that, you know, you deal with or, you know, you call upon, to help get you through, to help balance, you know, bring balance into your, you know, into your world. You know, a lot of people, you know, wait until things get really bad to pray. And that's not to say that that is a bad thing, but, you know, we all get called to, you know, God or a higher power when, you know, when it's time for us to. So, but it's really just also stating, you know, keep your faith. What we don't see, unfortunately, is gossip. Now, this doesn't have to be, you know, bad gossip. People could just, you know, be talking more, you know, than they were talking before. I mean, it's not to say that there can't be some, you know, true gossip going on amongst people, but, you know, with everybody being where they're at and, you know, depending on where you're at, you know, there still may be some restrictions. So there could be, you know, a lot of communication that's going on online, over the phones, you know, so people could just be, you know, networking in different ways. And it's not always that, you know, the communication is negative. It could truly just be, you know, just people talking more, whether that be good or bad, you know, but that's what we don't see. And that's fine, you know. Certain things, you know, what do they say? What other people say about you isn't your business. So you can't worry about something that you don't know. In the recent past, we have discovery, which also ties into this gratitude card I see as, you know, you could have had the time, or you may have taken the time to, you know, get to know yourself. You know, you may have discovered some new things about you that you would not have discovered had we not been in this timeout, in this pause on a global level. You know, so, or you may have discovered things about, you know, someone else. It all depends on where it resonates for you. This could be in regards to discovering new gifts, you know, new hobbies, a new place. You could have actually moved to a new place, and, you know, you're going out and discovering wherever you're at now, your new area. anything. It could be, you just doing different new things, discovering different things about yourself in the recent past because you've actually had the time. In the near future, we have balance, which is showing me that, I know you can see how angry these people are on these cards, but the cards are saying that, coming in the near future, there will be balance brought to whatever situation that you may be in. I'm just looking at the cards, give me a second. But, like you could be in a disagreement between people at work, at home, family, friends, but it's letting us know that soon everything will be brought back into the balance that it needs to be. What we need to know is impasse, which means, right now we don't know, what may, transpire, what to do. We may not know what to do. We are, I could say, globally at an impasse. You don't know what tomorrow is going to bring. But that's also why this prayer is here for what we see, because it's just telling you, just hold on to faith. As long as you, wake up every day, you have a purpose. And, you'll find that purpose in the time that you need to discover it. It's no need to rush or feel like you're being rushed, because ultimately you can make a hasty decision that, may not, be in your best interest. But only, like it's okay to be in the in-between, because that's what I see this card as just being in between, not knowing which way to go, and that's okay. No one has all the answers. Possible challenges, the outcome is service. So you may, be contemplating, how you may be able to provide for you or someone else could be wanting to, be of, service to you. But, at this time, it's a challenge or obstacle. You may be distant from them. You may feel that, you can't get to them right now. Completely fine. It's all in, just keeping the hope alive that we're not going to be in this situation forever. There will be better days to come. I know that this Cancer season, and honestly, the last 4 months have been tough on everyone. So just don't think the worst, because things can change in an instant. So just hold on. If you have a way to communicate with somebody, communicate with them. Let them know that you're there, even if you can't be there physically. For the hopes and fears, we have completion. And this definitely also ties into the service card, because you may feel like, you've lost something that you may not get back. You could be feeling like you may lose something. You may feel like, something has ended. But, just hold out the faith. Honestly, because we don't know, like I said, what tomorrow may hold. So don't hold this in you, because this came out in the hopes and fears position. Don't think the worst. I know they say, you think the best, but prepare for the worst. Like, I don't believe in that. Like, because we don't know, just as I stated, things can change in an instant, and then you would have wasted all that time worrying. And honestly, it could be, all for naught. Like, and I know, like, I like to say, and because it has been said to me, you can't worry and trust God. You got to pick a side. But don't fear the worst. Some things do end, but all endings are not finite, They're not definite. Like, Even if right now some things may be off kilter for you, it's okay. It's a part of life. Things end, and we get so trapped, especially with how it's depicted on this card, like with the physical death, that we don't realize we die 1,000 deaths before we actually die physically. We transform all the time, our mindsets, our environments, our mentalities, and it helps us to be better. So don't fear the worst. You don't know anything. I'm gonna say it again, can change in an instant. You just have to really believe, and I can definitely take this message from me. It is resonating, because you can't experience life without challenges. Everything is not meant to be what it is forever or what we want it to be. And, we just have to be accepting of that, And it's crazy how under the acceptance card, we also have impatience. And that's just, reiterating what this whole reading is about. We may feel like time may be of the essence. But it's like, everything is happening as it should, even though it may not seem like it. And I can definitely attest to this message right now. So I hope it is resonating for someone else, because also up under that, we have joy. So, we just got to hold out a little bit longer. We're in this in-between. We're impasse. Not knowing which way to go. And sometimes the in-between is the best place to be. Just be still and see what, the universe is going to work out for you. Sometimes we have such a need for control that we end up blocking, what's meant for us, because we just didn't wait. We got all the way to the end and we gave up, or we tried to move too fast. Sometimes the universe will pause everything in our lives for us to, be in that still. To understand, to gain some clarity, to get some strength, to move on into the next chapter of our lives. So, just hold on. It is scary. I will not tell you that it is not scary, because it is. But it's also beautiful. It is also a beautiful place to be in. Because, your steps could be guided anyway. Your possibilities are endless when you're in the in-between. You can go anywhere. So lastly, we have the outcome, which is soulmate. So it could definitely be like, if you're fearing that, you may have lost something, someone. The soulmate card doesn't necessarily have to be another person. This could be you, uniting within yourself, coming into balance with self, calling your soul back into you so that you may step into, your life's purpose. Because in order to do that, you have to be, whole within yourself first. So although this can, truly mean another person, take it how it resonates for you. It could be another person. It could be another job that you get that is fulfilling to you on a soul level. It could be a person. It could be a place. Anything. So we don't want to limit ourselves, because there's something better that'll be, fulfilling to us on a soul level. That can, the feeling that I'm getting is like a slingshot. Before you can go forward, you got to be pulled back. And that's what, normally how the universe works when you understand this thing called life. Sometimes the universe will pull you back before he catapults you forward. But he is, that pulling back is also aligning you for what is to come once that slingshot is released. Yeah, so just, accept the process. of what you're going through and be grateful for the experience, no matter what it may be. Everything, will, it'll be hard to go back to the normal that we were used to prior to all of this, but we're about to create a new normal, But it will, require some adjustments to be made if that's what it takes, to get things where they need to be. But don't think that, this is the end, because it's not. All right. So I'm going to pull some advice from the Moonology deck and see what we have. So what advice do we have for the water signs, Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces, from now until the end of Cancer season? What advice do we have? I will be doing the fire signs next. To check in with the fire signs. But I had to do water signs first because it's our season right now, Cancer season. And being that I'm a Cancer, I did put precedence over every other sign, because we are always, I will say as Cancers, we always put everybody else first, but it's time for us to be first. And not to sound cocky, I'm just confident. Because we give so much to everyone else, and now it's time for us to receive. And that's just, what I'm getting. We just have to allow ourselves to, because it's hard when you're nurturers, to sit back and be still. I know for me personally, that is one of the hardest things for me to do, is just, sit back and be still. I always want to provide and do and, be on the go, just handling what I need to handle for me. And I noticed how in my personal life, it has brought me some resistance. But that's what it is, being the cardinal water sign. We create that push. We are the initiators, being cardinal water signs. So we push that wave. So I'm just, I'm in my Cancer energy all the way. I also have my Mercury in Cancer, as well as my Venus. So I am ruled by this energy, this cardinal energy at that. But, we got 2 cards here. And also, the bottom of the deck are conclusions are within reach, which is a full moon eclipse. So as I stated, this is not the end. It is like the beginning, honestly. No matter what it may feel like, no matter what it may seem like, know that, you gotta crawl before you walk. That just came to me. Shout out to Mike Epps, or no, who is it? Chris Tucker from Friday. Gotta crawl before you walk. So then we also got Hold Your Vision, which is the fixed moon. And then we also have Emotions Are Running High, which is a super moon. So I will read these off, and then we will go ahead and end this reading. Just grab my book. So we'll start with the conclusions are within reach, which is the full moon eclipse. And that's 96. Let's see. The full moon eclipse. And just like that, a door slams shut. If you pull this card, it suggests that the situation you are asking about is about to reach a peak or has just done so, and things are now out of your hands. What you're experiencing now is what your soul signed up for, a way for you to learn and for your soul to evolve. So allow events to unfold and be easy on yourself. If you're letting go of someone or something, know that it's the right time. As hard as it may be, forgiving someone for what they did could be the key to resolving the situation in a positive way. It doesn't make right what they did, but it releases it so you can move on. What you will attune to the moon is that which is meant for me will not pass me by. Additional meanings for this card: doors which slam shut now will not reopen. It's time for you to get back on track. Forgiveness will set you free of karma. Meditation and yoga are all recommended now. Seed control and let events unfold. Full moons are nearly always about climaxes and very often about conclusions. Full moon eclipses are the same, but on steroids. A full moon eclipse can be hard to handle because it portends change, something many of us are uncomfortable with. But change is a part of life, and this card, no matter when you pull it, reminds you of that fact. Full moon eclipses can also give us a glimpse into what Carl Jung called the shadow self. Work with your darkness. The Matrimony by Wale featuring Usher is playing, if you can hear it. And I'm taking that as a message from, the universe, letting them know they making plans. Plans are being made for you. Just hold on. And as I say that, here we move on to the next card, which is Hold Your Vision. So let's get into that. Just hold on. The universe is aligning you exactly where you need to be. And if doors close, that's okay. When one door closes, another door opens. But don't fear it. Don't resist it. Some things are meant to end, but also some things are meant, to transform in a different way. So hold your vision. There are two main possibilities with this card. The first is that you need to stand firm in whatever situation you're in. The second, very different interpretation is that something is stuck. That could be well referring to the situation you're asking about. If that's the case, have a think about what you can do to grease the wheels so that events move forward. Are you being stubborn? If so, that's great, because if you really want things to change, there's a solution. Stop digging your heels in. Be the one to break a deadlock. With two interpretations for this card, it's up to you to decide what's going on and which meaning applies to you. This offers up a chance for some self-reflection. That discovery card. Some of you may have did it. Some of you may have still need to do it. Attune to the moon. Yes. Just say the word a lot and see how it feels. Additional meanings for this card. Staying in power, faith, or patience are needed. Prayer. Someone needs to back down. Avoid stagnation. A personal or professional relationship will be enduring. The soulmate card. In astrology, there are 3 quadruplicities: cardinal, fixed, and mutable. The fixed signs are Taurus, Leo, Scorpio, and Aquarius. The fixed signs can be stubborn, so anything that's just starting as you draw this card may well last longer. Remember, we each have all the star signs in our chart. It's just the way the astrological wheel works. So there's no judgment when we say that. While it's admirable how much staying power the fixed signs have, they can also be obstinate. So, just hold on to your vision. And lastly, we got emotions are running high. Ooh. ruled. And we all know as water signs, we are ruled by our emotions. So I don't doubt that, especially right now. So let's read this one. And then we'll go ahead and end this reading. So emotions are running high. This card suggests that the answer to whatever you're asking is writ large, like the silvery full moon set against the velvety night sky. If you are wondering how successful something is going to be, such as a job or a relationship, the answer is very. To use common parlance, the answer to your question may well be that it's under your nose. This card is about being larger than life, being special and bursting with energy that you can tune into and work with. You can expect plenty of good things and a positive outcome when this card comes up, but you may find there's a lot of emotion to deal with too. There's also a sense that opportunities around whatever you're asking about don't come along every day, so take action. Attuned to the moon, success is close, I just must trust. Additional meanings for this card. A resolution to your question is closer than you may think. Don't ignore the obvious. Something exciting lies ahead. Make sure you don't blow events out of proportion. Speak to the goddess. Ask her for assistance. The teaching of this card, a supermoon is a new or full moon that takes place when the moon is at its closest point to the earth. During its monthly orbit, an event known as perigee, it's a full moon. The moon appears, if it's a full moon, the moon appears around 14% bigger at this time. The moon is known as the queen of emotions. If you draw the supermoon card, regardless of when you do this, you can expect your feelings to be more highly charged. And if I'm not mistaken, I believe we have another, well, it's not going to be a full moon, but it's a new moon eclipse. Also, that's coming, I can't even get it out, July 20th or the 21st, which is in Cancer also. So that's going to be powerful. And we're also coming out of the Capricorn full moon eclipse that just passed us. But ultimately, hold out, hold on. Things are, about to change, especially for us. Just hold on, water signs. Just hold on. We may be, needing to, express some things. And especially as a Cancer, Chris Brown's privacy is on right now. And, we value our privacy. And, we don't like to, talk about certain things. But, it may be time to, let go of what, what we've been holding back. We are very emotional water signs, but, whatever you're going through right now, I hope, for whoever this resonates with, that you just hold on, because better days are coming. And, even though you may not see it, even though you may not feel it, it's coming, it's here. The guidance in the cards, and what I've learned is that the stars don't lie. So I thank you all for tuning in. Next will be the fire signs. And if this didn't resonate with you, maybe I'll catch you on the next reading. But until then, stay up. Again, happy birthday to all the Cancers out there. And I'll see you on the next video. Bye.